Okay. All right, good evening. For the past year plus, the village board and its committees have been holding its meetings remotely or hybrid format due to COVID. Beginning Friday, this past Friday, June 11th, the state has moved into phase 5 of the reopening plan, which removes most restrictions for gatherings. For today's village board meeting, we will be holding this meeting in person while still offering a remote option. While the public is welcome to attend due to space limitations in the boardroom, it is still recommended for staff and public to participate remotely for at least the end of this month. So looking forward to getting everyone in person again. With that being said, I'd like to call the June 14th, 2021 Village Board meeting to order. Would you please stand and join in our Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please.
This evening, we'll be starting with trustee McClafferty.
Here.
Shaughnessy.
Here.
Snagowski.
Here.
Stapleton.
Here.
Kittredge. Here. Maher.
Here.
Thanks, Charlene. Okay, first off, we have our consent agenda, which consists of the following. We have approval of minutes for the May 17th Committee of Whole meeting. We have the village board meeting minutes on May 24th. We have the approval of disbursements. We have an ordinance 029-21 approving the jurisdictional transfer between Illinois Department of Transportation and the Village of Lamont. We have an ordinance 030-21 authorizing sale and disposal of surplus village property. We have a resolution R-34-21 authorizing the purchase of an administrative police vehicle. We have a resolution R-35-21 authorizing the order, complete graphics, removal and installation of emergency equipment for police vehicles. We have resolution R-36-21 authorizing the purchase of a Ford 150 truck for the Lamont Emergency Management Agency. I need a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by Chief Kevin Shaughnessy, to approve the items on the consent agenda. Need a roll call, please.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Shaughnessy.
Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Kittredge. Yes. Maher.
Okay, motion approved. Next up, we have the mayor's report. To start with, as we should all be aware, our main well, which is referred to as well number 6, has failed. Identifying the source of the issue has been quite a process. Again, this well is well over 1,000 feet, probably close to 1,500 feet. Ralph Pakula, our Public Works Director, will share more on it. He'll give an update later on, but we continue to reiterate that outdoor watering is prohibited, and we ask residents to abide by this order. And please know that everything that is possible is being done to have this well repaired as soon as possible. Again, we ask for everyone's patience in this process. Also, this past Friday, as we mentioned earlier, we are now in phase 5 according to Cook County Health Department. It was announced again this past Friday. This is obviously long awaited, great news. And I know Mike might fill us in on a little bit more on this later on. In addition, the Lamont Legends Cruise Night is held on most Wednesday evenings in our downtown. Begins at 6 p.m. sharp each given Wednesday, pending the weather. Please visit Heritage Corridor Business Alliance website at hcba.com. This Wednesday, the first soiree concert series begins, or actually this Thursday, I take that back, Thursday, I stand corrected. This Thursday, Sunset Soiree, June 17th, starts 7 to 10 p.m. in downtown Lamont on Stevens Street. Again, we're looking forward to this now that we're back to phase 5. So again, please visit lamontparkdistrict.org. Also, please sign up for our e-news where we send out weekly updates of information. To sign up, please visit our website and click on Stay Informed in the upper right corner or on the feature button. Event and meeting information is available on the community calendar on our website, which is lamontil.us. So that's it for the mayor's mention. Next up, clerk's report. Charlene, do you have anything
No,
for
I don't
us?
have anything this evening.
Okay. Next up, attorney report. Mike, do you have anything?
Mayor, I'll just add, you did talk about it. We're in phase 5 now of the Restore Illinois plan, which essentially means no restrictions to the public. However, businesses can still require mask usage, so that is not something that is a government or municipal matter. If a business decides to enforce mask mandate on their own, they can do that. That was one of the options in phase 5. Schools will, when we go back, are still going to be required to wear masks according to the State Board of Ed guidance, as well as the only other places, the only other restrictions in phase 5 are mask usage on any public transportation, and as far as on federally, there'll still be the requirement to wear masks when you are on a plane. But other than that, we are back to normal as we can be before March of 2020.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. Next up, board reports. Kevin, do you have something for us?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd just like to acknowledge the work of the Lamont Fire Protection District and the Lamont Police Department. At the end of May, there was a fire in Lamont, a house fire, where tragically an individual lost his life. With that being said, the fire department and the police department both did a heroic job in trying to save the individual, putting their life at risk, minimizing the damage from the fire to other homes. I just want to give them an attaboy for the work they did, and remind everybody that that's the role of the police and the fire department. That gets really, it's an untold story that happens. We don't have fires like that every day or every month in the village, but when they occur, your public servants are there to do their job, and they do so in an excellent manner. And I just wanted to tell them, hey, they did a great job.
Thanks, Kevin. Any other board reports? Anyone else? All right, George, anything as far as on the
I
administrative
have a couple
report?
items under executive session, but nothing for open session, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Staff reports. Ralph, you got an update for us, please?
I do. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First things first, I wanted to let everybody know, get all of your updates on the well project from the village website or the village Facebook page. Don't go believing everything you read on the social media. That's first. Well 6 was added to our water system in 2006, and it's designed to pump on average 1,150 gallons per minute. That's our main pumping source. The last time this well was pulled and repaired was in March of 2013, where the bowl assembly was replaced and the motor was rebuilt. So 8 years ago, it was pulled. Also, I wanted to note that this was not a mechanical, this was a mechanical or electrical failure. This was not a human error issue. There is absolutely no maintenance that happens inside the well shaft that we perform. It was a mechanical or electrical failure 1,400 feet down inside the hole. So what we did was Friday, June 4th, well 6 was pumping 1,100 gallons per minute with no issues reported. Saturday, June 5th, the well shut down due to high tower levels and was unable to be started again manually after the command for water. We called our electrician to investigate the electrical feed. No issues were found with the electric. The well just kept tripping the breakers. We then called Allen Bradley, which is the company to troubleshoot the integrated control system. After 2 hours of troubleshooting, the well wouldn't start, it wouldn't do anything. It kept tripping the breakers. So Saturday afternoon, we called Lane Christensen. It's a company we use to troubleshoot the well, the actual parts inside the hole. They were called out to troubleshoot the well on Monday morning, June 7th, and they confirmed that it was a dead short in the hole, and the well had to be pulled to investigate the issue. So Monday afternoon on June 7th, the village implemented the outside watering restriction to the public, which I want to thank our residents for abiding by because it is helping us extremely. As of today, the well is completely out, along with the bowl assembly and the motor. Tomorrow, the motor will be tested along with the wiring to troubleshoot the problem. Again, any updates will be on the village website and Facebook page. The village water system cannot sustain outside watering without this well in operation. Any questions for me?
So Ralph, just to kind of repeat what you said. So basically, this is a mechanical issue. And just in general, how many mechanical issues should you expect to have on a well that was, because it's a fairly recent 2006, correct? As far as the last, so it was installed in 2006, and then we had an issue in 2013. That seems somewhat recent. I mean, it was only 7 years later, and then from 13 to 2021. What is the life expectancy typically of these wells? And, you know, is this normal to have this type of, you know, well going out after 7 or 8 years after, first of all, it was installed, and then 8 years later after it was repaired? Is that normal?
No, it is not normal. And I can't wait to find out actually what happened this time to see what we're up against here. Because if there's something with the motor, that it was rebuilt and we didn't put a new motor in, but it's not normal, Mr. Mayor. The motors should last 20, 25 years without trouble. And obviously well 6 is not performing the way we needed to.
So typically 25 years, it runs on its own. It's not human error. It's a mechanical issue, and we've just had, unfortunately, bad
Yes.
luck with this.
Yes,
And-
that's true.
And just from a magnitude standpoint, again, how deep is it? When we quote unquote pull the well, what are we talking about as far as magnitude and depth?
It's 1,400 to 1,500 feet deep. It's lengths of pipe that are 20 to 25 feet long that are threaded together. So each piece of pipe has to be pulled out with a crane and unscrewed from the other pieces of pipe. So there's roughly 52 pieces of lengths of pipe that need to be pulled. Then you get to the bowl assembly and the motor, which is at the bottom of the hole. So that's what we did today, and that everything is out of the hole. So we are going to inspect the motor and the bowl assembly tomorrow, along with the splices and the wiring.
So obviously, this is not like a one-day project,
No.
you know, and luckily, we've had some great service from our contractor that's working on it. As we sit here this evening, we don't know exactly what it is, but at least everything has been pulled, and it sounds like we might have more news in the next few days. But if everything goes right, it sounds like they have to reassemble it, they have to put it back in. So, you know, just in general time frame, are we looking for at least another month here to be without water?
No, I don't anticipate a month, Mr. Mayor. I'm hoping to get everything back online 10 to 12 days.
Okay, awesome.
Hoping.
And thanks, Ralph. Any other questions or comments for Ralph? And again, we appreciate all of our residents' patience with this. We know it's very frustrating. It's the, you know, season, you know, we've had some extremely hot weather, grass, trees, shrubs, we get it, pool season. But please appreciate everyone's cooperation with this and hang in there. And again, as Ralph said, you know, please take a look at the village website. We know how social media can get. So again, please check that out and stay tuned. Thanks, Ralph.
You're welcome.
All right. Any other staff reports? Okay. All right. With that being said, any new or unfinished business? Okay, next up, audience participation. George, you want to handle that?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now's the time of the meeting. I'll open it up to anyone who's in attendance. Just watching. But anyone else we have about 9 or 10 people total on the Zoom call. So I'll give you an opportunity to raise your hand and nope, there are no comments or questions, Mr. Mayor, and nothing submitted prior to the.
Nothing submitted. Okay, awesome. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to move into executive session. I need a motion to discuss under Chapter 5 ILCS of the Open Meetings Act, real estate purchase or lease 120/2C5, litigation pending or imminent 122C11, collective bargaining 120/2C2. Need a motion, please. Okay, we have a motion by trustee Stapleton, seconded by trustee Maher to move into executive roll call. Can we have a roll call, please?
Sheriff McClafferty?
Yes.
Shaughnessy? Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Kittredge? And Maher.
Okay, motion approved. Thank you, everyone. We will be moving into executive session now. There will be no decisions made after executive session. Want to thank everyone for joining us this evening, and everyone have a great week. Thank you.